Hello, everybody. Um, what is it today?
Well, it's a
Happy
Thursday.
Thursday. Uh, I trust everyone is having a beautiful and a laughter day as we both are. And by the way, for those of you who are from Ethiopia, Happy New Year!
Oh, really? Yay! Happy
Yes,
New Year.
yes. Today is a new year back in Ethiopia. I believe it is 2012. It is 7 years behind.
What? No way.
Yes, it is.
There's people that are years behind us?
Yes. 7 years behind. Yes.
Wow. Okay, we'll have to talk about that another time. I'm okay.
I got you. I got you. And it's the truth. It is the truth though. But for yes, for Ethiopian, Happy New Year. Today is a beautiful day, celebration day for all of us.
Yeah.
Um yes, we on a new chapter, chapter 7, and we on the tendency of the subconscious is life ward. Over 90% of your mental life is subconscious. So men and women who fail to make use of the marvelous power live within every narrow limits. Live within very narrow limits. Your subconscious processes are always life-ward and constructive. Your subconscious is the builder of your body and maintain all its vital function. It is on the job 24 hours a day and never sleeps. It is always trying to help and preserve you from harm. Your subconscious mind is in touch with infinity life and boundless wisdom, and it is impulse and idea are always life ward. The great aspiration, inspiration, and vision for grander and nobler life spring from the subconscious. Your profound convictions are those you cannot argue about rationally because they do not come from your conscious mind. They come from your subconscious mind. Your subconscious speaks to you in intuition, impulse, hunches, and intimidation, urges, ideas. It is always telling you to rise, transcend, grow, advance, adventure, and move forward to greater heights. And isn't this the same place where we get also, if there is anything that is, if we have any limiting beliefs, and if there is any negative information that was programmed in us, this is where it comes from, right?
Yes.
And it's always, but see, this is the part that could be hard because for a lot of us, and this is the where the bottle is actually, because we have, what he's saying is that our subconscious mind is always trying to inform us that we need to grow, we need to grow, we need to advance, and is always looking, is always about, growth and, uh, and what did he call it? Life ward, right?
Yes.
So, and a lot of time, this is the mix up with our programming mind, with if it is negative, and then we have the truth about the subconscious mind. And when it's like that, and I think that's why we're facing a lot of problems, so that what am I supposed to do, or why is it life is so hard? And but there is always something in us that says, I need more out of you. And then but yet we try, it's not happening. And it's because I always say, it doesn't matter what age we are, we always grow, we always have that desire to grow. And it's because of that subconscious mind that is in us and is connected with infinity power,
Mhm.
infinity life, and and boundless wisdom. So and so hopefully it answers this question for people, saying, I mean, you know what I'm talking about, that confusion. It's like, why is life so
Yeah.
hard? Yeah. And he continues to say, the urge to love, to save the life of others, come from the depth of your subconscious. For example, during the great San Francisco earthquake and fire of April 18, 1906, invalids and cripples who had been confined to bed for a long period of time arose up and performed some of the most amazing feats of bravery and endurance. The intense desire welled up within them to save others at all cost, and their subconscious responded to accordingly. So it's like we always have that power in us, but the desire, that strong desire, it gives us that this right here, it gives us that focus, unshakable focus. And when we have that unshakable focus with combined with the desire, um, there is nothing that can limit us. There is nothing that can stop us, because that subconscious mind is always there to assist us. But we just either we don't exercise it, and we don't even know it actually. Most of the time we don't even know it's there, right? Okay, you want to read?
Uh-huh. Great artists, musicians, poets, speakers, and writers tune in with their subconscious powers and become animated and inspired. For example, Robert Louis Stevenson, before he went to sleep, used to charge his subconscious with the task of evolving stories for him while he slept. He was accustomed to ask his subconscious to give him a good, marketable thriller when his bank account was low.
I
Stevenson
like that method.
said, yeah, Stevenson said the intelligence of his deeper mind gave him the story piece by piece like a serial. This shows how your subconscious will speak lofty and wise sayings through you, which your conscious mind knows nothing about. Mark Twain confided to the world on many occasions that he never worked in his life. All his humor and all his great writings were due to the fact that he tapped into the inexhaustible reservoir of his subconscious mind. And so, what I understand that a lot of these greats in our past did is before they would go to sleep at night, if there was a question or something that they were trying to get an answer to, or like it said here, Stevenson was out, looking for, he must have been an author. So he was looking for stories. And Mark Twain, what they would do is they would go to sleep. Before they went to sleep at night, they would task their subconscious mind with what they needed. And they would go to sleep in assurance that they would find that wisdom while they slept. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. But I have a personal story actually, where how this is there is a natural wisdom actually that comes to us, and that was me when I was young, under the age of 13. I used to write, and this wisdom used to wake me up at 3 a.m. in the morning, and I used to write the stories. I have no idea where that story used to come from. Yeah, I have no idea. And I used to take those stories to, and it used to be my favorite thing to do, because that made me stand out from all my classroom. And I would take it to class, and then I would read it. And when I read it, everybody used to be so amazed. And even the teacher used to be like, did you copy from this, from somewhere? But never. So there is also, and that, and it's just, and I was so young, there is no, there was no way. But I didn't know that. I did not understand that. Now knowing this, it's magical, and it is there for us, and to exercise it. And that is, based on my own personal story, it is true. There is wisdom in us, and it is absolutely. And Unfortunately, with my story, I came to America, the language change from the, my language. And then I brought in my writing, and I shared to a family member, and that family member never got back to me. So yeah, never got back to me. And because of the change in the language and it never got back to me, I stopped writing.
Oh.
Yeah, I stopped writing, but it's fine because that person didn't understand the value of it, and I forgive that person, and no attachment actually about it. But now I understand. I know where my truth is, and I can always access it because it's always there for us to access it. Because age is not a limit, pretty much. But I wish I knew this then, because I will always have kept going for it. So.
Well, it
But
doesn't mean that it's going to stop. It can start
no,
again.
no. Yeah, I'm just aware of it now, and I'm happy because I can pick it up. But what this teach me is that we need to take time out to spend time to contact with our subconscious mind, because we've been talking about this also, because our subconscious mind is that quiet mind. It is our deeper mind that is communicating with us silently. But we are so busy, so we really need to learn how to. And that's why I guess for me it was happening 3 o'clock in the morning too. That quiet time.
Yeah, I have. I've never been given any kind of stories. Excuse me, but I have, over my life for many years, I have, like, you can go through boxes that I have packed up in different. I think my mother does it too. I'll have notes just as I'm going about my day, or even in the middle of the night, or when I'm meditating. These, I call them gold nuggets. Because it's wisdom. It's just pure wisdom. It's like I can be doing something and all of a sudden I'm not even thinking about what I'm trying to figure out or anything. And this wisdom, it's a gold nugget to me. It's just like, wow, that makes sense now. And then I have to go in and hurry up and write it down, before it's gone. Because I don't want to forget it, and I have so much of that. It's just, yes, we want to tap into that and realize that that's where your spirit man is. That's your connection to God. And that's where all that wisdom comes from. It's a valuable resource that we all want to tap into.
Yes, absolutely. And the more you start to meditate or take time to pray and everything, you start to get more ideas, and and you respect actually your ideas more.
Yeah. Yes.
How the body portrays the working of the mind. The interaction of your conscious and subconscious mind requires a similar interaction between the corresponding system of nervous. The cerebrobrain spinal system is the organ of the conscious mind, and the synaptic system is the organ of the subconscious mind. The cerebrobrain spinal system is the channel through which you receive conscious perception by the means of your 5 physical senses and exercise control over the movement of your body. This system has its nerves in the brain, and it is the channel of your volitional and conscious mental action. So this is he's talking about the different system within our body that connect the conscious and the subconscious mind.
The two systems may work separately or synchronously. Judge Thomas Troward says, the vagus nerve passes out of the cerebral region as a portion of the voluntary system, and through it we control the vocal organs. Then it passes onward to the thorax, sending out branches to the heart and lungs. Finally, passing through the diaphragm, it loses the outer coating which distinguishes the nerves of the voluntary system and becomes identified with those of the sympathetic system, so forming a connecting link between the two, making the man physically a single entity.
Yep. Oh, wow.
Similarly, different areas of the brain indicate their connection with the objective and subjective activities of the mind, respectively. And speaking in a general way, we may assign the frontal portion of the brain to the former and the posterior portion to the latter, while the immediate portion partakes of the character of both. A rather simple way of looking at the mental and physical interaction is to realize that your conscious mind grasps an idea which induces a corresponding vibration in your voluntary system of nerves. This in turn causes a similar current to be generated in your involuntary system of nerves, thus handling the idea over to your subconscious mind, which is the creative medium. This is how your thoughts become things. Every thought entertained by your conscious mind and accepted as true is sent by your brain to your solar plexus, the brain of your subconscious mind, to be made into your flesh and to be brought forth into your world as a reality.
Wow.
So if you had any doubts, there's your scientific proof.
Exactly. I mean, I like the fact that they do give us to that. I mean, right now, the way they are showing us is amazing. I mean, go and look, YouTube, and I've been sharing enough information. I love the fact that they are sharing with us. It is proven, with science. Now they have a camera where they will be able to show us the brain, how the brain activates and all that stuff when it's getting all this information, the spiritual part of it. So it's really amazing, and it's really good to know that it is being backed up for some of us that needs to prove.
Yeah, and you need that proof because you get confidence, and that's where your confidence and faith grows. That helps, and we live in such a wonderful time that information is right at our fingertips, where we can just get online. You can watch, YouTube. There's all kinds of documentaries on where science has proven this, and that Dr. Leaf. Is it Leif?
Oh my gosh.
Is it pronounced Leaf or Leif? Anyway, it's
Dr.
Leif,
Leaf,
correct?
Yeah.
And she's awesome. She is so awesome, and so much information. Much information.
Yes, I really like her too. Like I say, once you get this going, then you will meet everybody that it's just, I don't know how, but you do. Everybody who's going to connect the dot for students that wants to study. And I'm a student, you are a student, and we are being connected to the right people that needs to be teaching us. But I would like for us to stop on our reading on that. And what is this, day 31 today? I think so.
I think
you
it
did
is, yeah.
We didn't celebrate yesterday. We finished our 1 month of recording. And it feels really exciting, and I look forward, for us to do another month, and I thank you so much for your time, for your energy, and for your supporting me, and also sharing with the group with every knowledge that you have, and also sharing the video. You're the one who's posting all this video, so I really appreciate you for your time, and you are keeping me going with this. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, and with that, have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.